Start again. Okay, everybody, welcome to tonight's Wi-Fi Freedom Zoom, and this is our Moms on a Mission edition. And we're super excited to be sharing something with you that we are very passionate about, and that's our mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I feel completely just blessed and grateful that as a mom, I have this passion that aligns perfectly with who I am as a mom. I really didn't think that I could do both, be a good mom, and then also have this passion on the side, but that also fits into my everyday life. So I'm going to share a little bit about what Juice Plus is, assuming maybe you've never heard about Juice Plus or you just want a little bit more information. And then I have two incredible moms who are going to share their stories about what these products have done for them and their families. Then we're going to share a little bit about the business side of things and how this opportunity is changing lives, especially for moms. And they, again, are going to share how this is changing their life and giving them opportunities that maybe they never even thought were possible. So let's get started with what is Juice Plus. So Juice Plus is 30 different raw, whole fruits and vegetables and grains. And those fruits and vegetables have been picked the moment that they're falling off the vine. So they're vine ripened. They are in that last 48 hours when all the nutrients are being absorbed into that fruit or vegetable, that's when you're getting it. You know what it looks like when you go to the farmer's market and you get that amazing piece of kale that is just so vibrant and green, or you're eating carrots out of the garden and you don't even want to wash the dirt off because you just know they taste so good. Well, that's what's going into Juice Plus, and it's the whole fruit or vegetable, pit, peel, seed. And as much as I know that orange peels are good for me, I'm not eating them. So that whole goodness of the fruit and vegetable is going into a huge grinder, and everything is remains. Unlike juicing, I think a lot of people get confused when they hear about Juice Plus. If you've ever juiced, there's a lot of the food, unless you're buying an extremely high-end juicer, that is left out, right? But we have everything that's contained, and that big slurry that comes out of the grinder is dried at a really low temperature to preserve all of the nutrients. So Juice Plus is actually considered raw, whole fruits and vegetables. And that's what sets us apart from anything else, any other whole foods that are in a capsule. And this amazing product, as I mentioned, that's been around since 1993, those raw fruits and vegetables, it's the synergy of them working together. So when we eat a piece of spinach, for example, and a tomato, we know we're getting a lot of nutrients, but when we eat them together, our bodies are able to absorb more of those nutrients. And so it's pretty magical knowing that 30 different raw fruits and vegetables you're getting into your body every single day. I mean, imagine how good you would feel. And we also have this exact same concoction that's made into a chewable. And we always like to say that it's awesome for kids and for anybody who can't take the capsules. We always recommend the chewables. And these two products, the capsules and the chews, are actually the most thoroughly researched food product on the planet. We have well over 30 different clinical research studies done on our capsules, and those are gold standard, peer-reviewed, and published in medical journals around the world. And our research proves that Juice Plus is bioavailable. Your body actually recognizes it as food, which is pretty cool. So you eat your Juice Plus capsules or your chewables, and your body says, wow, I'm getting the orange, the spinach, the kale, and all of those things. And as well, we have research on health, heart health, ovarian cancer survivors, pregnant women. We actually have research showing that Juice Plus protects your DNA. And it is just absolutely unbelievable. So we'd be more than happy to share some of that research with you if that's something that interests you. But for the sake of time, because we could just talk about the research, I'll go on and talk about our NSF certification. That's something else that makes me extremely proud to share Juice Plus, is that we have a certification from an outside agency that actually comes into our facility unannounced at any time. And over the last 23 years, they've never found anything in our products that isn't on our ingredient label. No chemicals, no pesticides, no molds. So we can proudly say that Juice Plus is pure whole food. And that certification allows Olympic athletes to take our products. and as well makes it something that's safe for pregnant women and nursing women. And one of the speakers on tonight's call, Jill, actually has a newborn baby. And, you know, she feels confident enough. She started on Juice Plus with her second, that she was still nursing at that time, but felt confident enough to take it throughout her pregnancy. And I mean, I won't take her story away from her, but I just think that is so powerful, because for those of you who are moms, you know, there's almost nothing you can take when you're pregnant, right? So the fact that this is just food. And I'm really excited. I wanted to add a little bit about the Children's Health Study into tonight's talk, because that's something that I think, even though I'm super excited about, I sometimes forget. We have a study that allows children from the ages of 4 to 18 years old, or full-time students, to get their Juice Plus for free for 4 years. So when an adult takes our capsules or chewables, they can sponsor a child for 4 years. And some of the results from that Children's Health Study are showing that children are eating less processed foods, and they're missing less school days. And they actually are showing that over 90% of the participants have had a positive result of some kind. And that's just amazing, just by adding more whole fruits and vegetables in an easy format and a very convenient solution to their diets. We also have whole food shakes, and these shakes are plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, non-dairy, non-GMO, and absolutely delicious. I got started on the shakes right away, as well as the capsules and chews, because they were something that I could feed to my almost 1-year-old at the time. And I was already a shake lover, but these are by far the best tasting ones and the healthiest ones I've ever found. They're a complete meal. You can just shake them up with water or milk if you choose, or you can make them into a smoothie and add lots of different things to them as well. And then, if it didn't already seem like an amazing product line, we also have whole food bars. We have a fig and dark chocolate that is absolutely insane, and I try and limit myself to one a day, and a fruit and seed one that are healthy, filling snacks, but also, like I said, just absolutely delicious. So those are our 3 different food product lines. And then if that wasn't enough, we actually have a tower garden, which is a vertical aeroponic garden that allows you to grow your own produce year-round, inside or out, depending on where you live. And I can reassure you that you do not need a green thumb. I tested it out about a year ago thinking, like, I'm never going to tell people about the tower garden because I'm going to kill everything. This is going to be horrible. And mine is still thriving. So it's foolproof. The water and the lights are set on a timer. So that's incredible. I can leave for a week at a time to go on a holiday, and as long as I've got it filled up, it's good to go. It just waters itself. There's no weeding. There's no maintenance. And we actually have research showing that the produce is growing 3 times faster, even though it's needing 98% less water, which is just insane, because the water is just recycling itself. It's going on. And we could go on and on about it, but that farmer's market produce I was talking about earlier that's put into those capsules and chews, that's what you can have in your living room or on your balcony, or some people even put them in their basement or a heated garage. You can put it absolutely anywhere. So that's it. We have 3 doors to health, 4 products, all just trying to bridge the gap between what we know we should be consuming, but realistically with our busy lives, we're probably not doing on a day-to-day basis. And it's just ensuring that we're getting that high quality nutrition into our bodies and our families, which is very important. And I know as a mom, we always put our kids first. But the best part, like I mentioned with that Children's Health Study, is that you get to take care of yourself while taking care of your kids too. So I have some amazing ladies, Jill and Carmen, that are going to share why they got started on Juice Plus, how long ago it's been now, and what sort of positive benefits they've noticed for them and their families. So I see Jill's on here now. Carmen, can I get you to go first if you don't mind?
Sure.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I kind of made my own agenda because that's how I roll. I have why I chose Juice Plus. So, well, obviously for the health reasons. I believe that, you know, that you can't have too many fruits and vegetables into your body. At first, though, I was skeptical. I didn't think I needed Juice Plus. I thought that I was, a really good eater. But I saw the value in adding more fruits and vegetables into my diet. And I was also struggling with a lot of hormonal issues. So Juice Plus really helped me it was about within 6 months. I noticed that my hormonal issues started to level out. So some of my biggest issues that I was noticing was I was dealing with some the perimenopausal stuff, breast tenderness, large painful acne under my chin certain times of the month, and I was having some night sweats already. That was really annoying, in your mid-30s, having to deal with that. And within 6 months, Juice Plus cleared that up completely, and it has not returned since. And I'm over a year into the product, so I'm really, really excited about that. But I think the part that has just made me feel so excited about Juice Plus, even just recently, is just seeing how far this product has helped me in terms of changing my lifestyle and changing the way I eat. So, there's research that proves that, when you eat a lot of something, you're actually programming your cells to crave more of that. And I'm living proof of that, because I feel like I just absolutely crave tons of fruits and vegetables. And I feel that I'm inspired to really just change more things in my lifestyle. So I've really started to implement, sleeping more, exercising more, drinking more water, breathing more. Even breathing, I'm learning how important it is to just take time every day and breathe. So those are the health benefits that I've noticed with Juice Plus. I also chose Juice Plus from a business perspective because I am a spiritual life coach. I did it for 9 years, but was really into my business for the last 5 years. And but I also had a deep desire to homeschool my children. And my children were in public school, and it was fine, but I wanted to pull them out before they said, no, you can't homeschool us now. We're way too attached to our friends. And I was torn because I didn't know how I would be able to homeschool my kids and continue operating my life coaching business, because my life coaching business was very busy. My practice was growing quickly, and my clients needed me obviously very privately. So it wasn't a family-friendly business.
Can I cut you off, Carmen? I don't want to interrupt. I'm just going to go into Jill's product story too, and then I'm going to share a little bit about the company and then go into business stories. Is that okay?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way everybody's like, wait for it. Okay, she gave you a little teaser. Okay. Thank you so much, Carmen. Jill, can you share just a little bit about why you chose the products for you and your family and what kind of positive benefits you've noticed with the products themselves?
So when I found Juice Plus, I was 8 months. My second daughter was 8 months old, and I was still breastfeeding. And being that was my second daughter, actually, and my breastfed both, I just kind of felt like, I'm still in my 20s, but yet I still kind of felt like I was lacking in some ways, just because with breastfeeding, I was giving so much to them. And then I was still working. Actually, I had a really good job that allowed me to bring my babies with me. So just working and doing that, I still felt, just like you don't eat properly sometimes and stuff. So long story short, I was kind of looking for something, and a lot of different products out on the market, and a lot of them you can't take pregnant or breastfeeding. And to me, that just didn't seem right. It was like, okay, well, even if I was done breastfeeding, I'm planning on getting pregnant again. I would like to have a third eventually. So if I'm on these products, like, how can that really be good for me? So, and then growing up with the garden and stuff too, like I'm still a believer too, where like, I think, things should be more on the natural side. Like, I don't think we should have to look towards products, but just something that would kind of boost that. Cause then I was going to the pharmacy, and I was asking the pharmacist, like, at the time, I think I was 27 or something. And I was, do I need to take vitamin C? Do I need to take this? And like, even him, he's like, well, how much milk do you drink? And how much of this? And even he didn't even really know. And I was like, well, this is dumb. Like, there's so many things on the shelf. What do I take? Like, I just want to take care of myself. And so anyways, lo and behold, Juice Plus came across my Facebook feed, and I am forever grateful, because when I did see it, it was plain and simple. There wasn't a huge product line. It was just the capsules, the chews, and which are the same, and then the shakes and the bars. And it was simple. To me, it was like, that's back to Mother Nature. My kids could take it. My whole family could take it. So plain and simple, that made sense to me. And I didn't even think twice about trying it. I put my whole family on the product. And I did sign up for the business right away. But more so on the product side, since then, I've been on it for a year and a half. And I got pregnant with my third, already taking it. I dropped my prenatal. I've been on a prenatal since even before we got married, because I knew we were going to have kids right away. And I had to supplement my iron with both girls, well, for the first two, and calcium and magnesium because I get really bad leg cramps in my pregnancies. And with this one, which is my third girl, I didn't have to supplement my iron, and I didn't have to take calcium and magnesium, and I didn't even take my prenatal this time. So to me, it's proving that my body is absorbing a lot better. Just, yeah, things like that. And then energy, like at the beginning, I had great energy. Like I'm grateful that I have really good health. I've never really had a lot of issues. I go to the doctor and it's usually no on all the checklists. Amazing pregnancies, but honestly, with my third, I just overall felt way better, amazing. Like literally, like I felt like $1 million even after. So just the overall health and everything from starting, even my kids, their bowels are amazing. Like for kids, never had a constipation issue, really good immunity. All of us, like just overall have been really, really good. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so funny because actually both Carmen and Jill, I guess I never really said too much about, like I've got a 3-year-old son, and Jill, you've got Maya, who's how many months old now? 2?
Just about 2.
Okay, and then what age are the other girls, for anybody who doesn't know?
Callie's 4 and Brenna's 2, so they're all 2 years apart. So.
Okay, awesome. And then Carmen, I'm going to sneak you on here for a second. How old are your kids, for anybody who doesn't know?
8 and 10.
8 and 10. So we've got a nice, good balance of, 10, 8, 4, 3, 2, 0. Nice balance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just mute you again. And yeah. I totally feel that. Oh, go ahead, Jill.
I was just going to say, just overall, like even my milk, like I always had really good milk, but even more so, like I'm finding it comes in so much more often, I think, just because so much nutrition, and so it's just been a really good, really, really, really positive, especially my pregnancy. Like in the beginning it was awesome too, but even more so now, it's even more proof just with my pregnancy along with Maya. It's just been phenomenal. So I recommend it fully for a pregnancy. Like pretty cool when I drop my prenatal and just strictly stick with Juice Plus, and I have better levels and everything. Like blood pressure was amazing, weight gain, everything was just on par. So really easy pregnancy.
Well, like Carmen, it was Carmen who was saying, I think, that she was very skeptical. I had started juicing when my friend had shared Juice Plus with me because I thought I need more fruits and vegetables, but I had never heard about Juice Plus. But for anybody who's tried juicing, it is definitely a commitment. And so what I learned very quickly was that while it could definitely increase the amount of whole foods we were getting, there was a lot of prep work involved. It was a ton of work. And, what I'm learning now is that produce I was adding to the juicer was from the grocery store. So picked weeks early and not really that nutritious. And so much of the produce was being lost, right? In that pulp that, people are like, oh, just bake with it, throw it in some muffins. But like, no, I want to actually be consuming it. And then you have, like a day or 2, maybe 3 before you have to drink it all. So Juice Plus made sense to me eventually. And I'm so grateful for it because it was something like Jill said, that I could take myself, knowing as well that I would like to have more kids someday, and that I could feed to my not quite even 1-year-old at the time. I thought that was pretty awesome that all the products were safe for him. So he didn't even have teeth when we got started on Juice Plus, and I could open up the capsules into his food. And that was incredible. And he could have the shakes, which I just loved because you start reading food products really closely when you have kids and you want to do what's best for them. But all of a sudden you start realizing that those things that you are consuming maybe aren't the healthiest. And I love that I didn't have to second guess anything with this once I started learning more, that, I could read every ingredient on the list. And that just made me so proud. and there was a money back guarantee. So, I mean, when I got started, I wasn't, diving head first in. I just thought, yeah, let's get started. 100% money back guarantee. What do I have to lose? And that was over 2 years ago already. And the positive benefits we've noticed, like some of the ladies talked about tonight, the energy for sure. I know that Juice Plus gave me the energy to be the mom that I wanted to be, because I was an exhausted mom. My son was about 11 months old at the time, and I thought that would be the norm. And I'm so grateful it isn't, and it doesn't have to be. Now I have friends ask me all the time, like, how do you have so much energy? What are you doing? Because I don't want to be stuck at home, with sick kids. And I don't want to be, just exhausted day to day. So the energy is priceless. You don't have to worry. It doesn't give your children energy because they can't get it anymore anyways. And the immunity piece, again, is just priceless. I mean, you don't get sick days as a mom, right? Whether you're a stay-at-home mom or whether you go to work. Knowing that we're not stuck at home, or if we do pick up a little bug, it doesn't last long. And I see those typical colds and flus going around. And what takes us, a day or two if we pick it up, other people it's lasting weeks. And so that's just incredible because our bodies are getting what they need and they're working at the optimum level. So that's just awesome. Okay, what else do I want to tell you about here? So the next thing was, I guess, just about the company itself, because what's even more amazing than the products is the company. Our company, NSA, has been around for over 40 years. Now, the namesake products, as I mentioned, started in 1993, but this is a company that has been growing at a record-breaking pace. And even with the economy the way it is right now, it hasn't negatively impacted us. We've been thriving, and I think that speaks volumes on the company itself. So you've heard about our products. We don't have a catalog. We just have 4 products, which is really awesome, and really high-quality products. And to join our company, to join this mission to inspire healthy living around the world, is $50. And we always laugh and say you can buy lunch, and probably not even, depending what you're having for lunch, or you can buy your own franchise, which is really awesome. And it's the only investment you need to make. We don't carry any product. The company takes care of everything for us. We can work from absolutely anywhere in the world. And as a matter of fact, Juice Plus is available in over 25 countries. And you can just place orders on your phone or your mobile device. And the company takes care of collecting the payments for you, shipping the products, paying us, maintaining our websites, and providing us with the valuable resources and tools that are at our fingertips. And that's why we call it Wi-Fi Freedom. And I was actually considering doing sort of an entrepreneurial one because that fits in perfect with Carmen's story that she kind of was getting started with telling you, getting you so excited about, because, Carmen will share with you just the other side that, maybe you are the type of person who is already looking for something, and why this company is the one, because it just kind of, it feeds that purpose and passion that that I have, but also allows people, without that huge overhead that owning your own business usually entails. So Carmen, I'm going to have you share now, because everybody's been waiting so excitedly, about why you chose this. And go.
Thanks, Green. See, that's what happens when you make your own agenda. It doesn't always. Oh, that's okay. No, so yeah, as I was saying, I had other passions in my life, and I really wanted to fulfill those as well. And as much as I loved my coaching career, and I still love it, I still actually have clients that I coach privately. I just really shrunk my business to, instead of doing group stuff, I just do private stuff now. This just really, this fit my family. This fit my current dreams of homeschooling. I knew that I could be on the phone with a prospective customer or a prospective distributor, and my kids could be in the background, and that wouldn't be unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with my coaching business, I absolutely needed to keep all of that private and have, peace and quiet in my environment. I also had to leave the house a lot more when I was coaching, whereas with Juice Plus, I leave kind of when I decide I want to leave, and sometimes it's in the evenings. Rarely it's on the weekends. But sometimes it is a lot. I like to do things in the afternoons, coffee dates, that sort of things, when we're all done our schoolwork. The kids and I only school till 12:30, so I have the afternoons to myself. And my husband works from home as well, so it's easy for me to scoot out and meet someone for coffee if I need to. Yeah, okay, I'm just looking at my notes here. So the other thing too with my coaching business was that it was costing me I had a ton of overhead. So, as Karina was mentioning, it costs $50 to have a Juice Plus business. When I heard that, I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. You get a website, all the content is written for you. There's thousands of videos that you can use to share with prospective clients and distributors. They take care of taking all the payments. They ship all the product out to the customer. In my coaching business, when I was getting going, it cost me $7,000 to get one single testimonial video created. It was a very professional video. And in that $7,000, I also paid for a website. I paid for someone to help me write all of my content. I paid for an email marketing database. And I had to pay storage to keep my database because I didn't have just 10 people on my mailing list. I had hundreds of people on my mailing list. So all of this cost me a lot of money, and these were things that I had to pay quite consistently. And if I wanted more videos, it was like $2,000 a shot to get a video made. So it was really, really expensive. And so with Juice Plus, I just saw that everything was at my fingertips for $50, and I thought, wow, this is awesome. The other thing I really loved about Juice Plus is that it wasn't a diet company. They are very much all about lifestyle and health for the whole entire family. Now, if people want to lose weight with Juice Plus, surely they can if they want, to drink more shakes and that sort of thing. That really isn't where we put our energy, and that was so important to me because in my coaching world, I worked specifically with women who struggled with, destructive eating patterns, and women who were always living on that diet yo-yo thing. And I myself struggled with that stuff. And I didn't want to be involved in a company that was so focused on being skinny, skinny, skinny. I wanted to align myself with a company that cared about health for the whole family. And Juice Plus that is what they're all about. And they are all about getting lots of water in your body and exercise and sleep and just the holistic approach. And that just means so much to me. And so the other thing I wanted to share was why this decision has really exceeded my expectations. And I think that, I saw Juice Plus as, well, it was a network marketing company. So when I saw myself homeschooling my kids and doing this on the side, I thought, am I okay, Corinne?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm just listening. Yeah.
Good. I thought, well, it'll bring in a little bit of money. It definitely won't cover all of my coaching income, but at least I'll be bringing in something into the family, and that will be good enough for me. And wow, I just couldn't believe it. Like when I started this business, Juice Plus literally threw bonus money at me nonstop to help me get off the ground. And that bonus money meant the world to me because I really slowed down my coaching business, and I didn't have a lot of money coming into my pocket. And so when Juice Plus said, okay, well, if you share Juice Plus with this many people, we'll give you a bonus. And if you share it with this many people, we'll give you an even bigger bonus. And I thought, wow, that's so awesome, because then I knew I'd be able to at least still have money in my pocket and get this business off the ground to a certain point where I'd be able to have a decent monthly income. So I was really grateful for that. I was blown away by the team support. I never in a million years thought that I would have team support like I do with Juice Plus. I've been a part of different network marketing companies in the past. Heard from the person who signed me up ever again. And I knew that wouldn't happen with this because it was Jill who signed me up, and Jill and I were friends, but I certainly didn't expect her to nurture me the way she did. And so she really, really nurtured me those first 3 months. And then, Karina and I know each other, and Sandy, and these guys were just cheerleading me on all the way up to SSC, Senior Sales Coordinator. And it's just been Hey guys, I lost you, I think.
I know. We heard a little bit. We were excited.
Okay, so what did you hear last?
Okay, and you were just talking about Jill, Sandy, myself, cheerleaders, and obviously
Yeah.
something really exciting.
Yeah, and just that you guys cheerleaded me all the way to SSC, and and now I'm working towards Q, and the support is just unstoppable. I hear from my team almost daily, and it's just unbelievable. So that really exceeded my expectations. I've also made some really good friendships here. Like I have friendships with some of the ladies in Juice Plus that I would share some of my deep dark secrets with, and I think that says a lot about this company and about the possibilities. So I love that. Also, the thing that has blown my mind is the professional development that I've gained from Juice Plus. Again, when I was a life coach, I spent thousands of dollars getting professional development, hiring life coaches in the States. And when I would hire these life coaches, they were incredible, but I never got one-on-one access to them. I got modules emailed to me, and I would be able to attend a phone call, and if I hit *0 fast enough, I might get my question answered. But most of the time I couldn't hit *0 fast enough because there'd be hundreds of people on the call. So what I love about Juice Plus is that they have these conferences and boot camp trainings, and you can go to these things for basically $100 and some. And even actually, I've been to 2 so far, and I haven't even had to pay for them. They've been gifted to me through the company for reaching some of my milestones. So that's been awesome. But I'm being trained by really high caliber trainers, people who've been in the business, people who know exactly, they've been around the block. They know exactly how to manage this business and how to be successful in this business. And not just from a professional standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint. So they really help us work through our emotional blocks and our fears. And I think that's just unbelievable when a company can give somebody that much personal and professional nourishment. It's just mind-blowing. So I'm really grateful for that. And that's pretty much all I have to share on that, Corinne. So thanks for listening, everyone.
And do you feel like, Carmen, because like you said, you've worked since your kids were little, right? You've always been and wanted to have this entrepreneurial lifestyle. Do you feel like this is making you or has made you a better mom?
Yeah, that's an awesome point too, Corinne. So I am a freedom junkie. Like I love freedom, and I haven't worked in 12 years. I haven't been officially employed by anyone. I've always just made my own path since I met my husband, and he's an entrepreneur at heart. So that's something we always understood about each other. And when I was in my coaching business, again, love my coaching business. I'm trying not to put it down because it was amazing and I still love it. I still honor that part of my life so much. But there was so much of my heart and soul that had to go into that business. And I would spend hours writing content. And it was really challenging because I had little kids who needed me. And if anyone in this room is listening and they're a writer, you know that when you're writing, the worst thing you can do is be interrupted. Right? Because you're on a roll and you're writing and everything's flowing and you're in your zone, and all of a sudden, Mom, I need this, and Mom, I need that. It's like, oh my God, like you're interrupting my my zone, right? So Juice Plus has helped me be a better mom in the way that this is a lighthearted business. And while there are pressures and challenges for sure, especially when you're trying to reach your promotions, day to day, this is a fun business. This is a lighthearted business, and your kids are welcome to be here. I'm not in my office sitting there writing content all the time. My kids can be with me. Most of the time, if I'm doing a Zoom call with my team, my daughter is like bouncing behind me, and she's saying hi to everybody, and it's just so family friendly, and I'm really grateful for that.
Aw, thanks, Carmen. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and Jill, who's multitasking, super mom here. Can you tell us a little bit about how this has made you a better mom and just how it's fit, seamlessly again into your crazy busy life?
Yeah, Carmen, you made so many good points. Yeah, so I guess you just want me to answer the questions then, Corinne, kind of what you just asked me?
Sure. I was just saying, why maybe tell us a little bit about your business, why you chose this, and see what you see for the future.
So I guess at the beginning I didn't expect much because like Carmen, I've been part of other network marketing companies since I was 19 actually. So I always say if I would have found Juice Plus at 19, oh my gosh, I would be in Kelowna with my lake house and already. But when I found it, yeah, the $50 was a no-brainer. But even before that, I just thought, this is something I'm going to share with my friends and family. And if I don't go very far with it, it's not a big deal. I never did with any of my other companies, and I worked my butt off. So it's not like it was me. But I just didn't really have faith in that. I just, people said like it's really great and stuff, and my upline was like, oh, this is, you just got to do these things. And I just kind of thought like, oh yeah, right, like it's not going to happen. But little did I know that I would get this really, really great company, or this really great business, that came along with family or friends that became pretty much family. I pretty much in my whole thought on the whole business now is that the business changes your life just as much as the product does. And I really didn't have that expectation. But within a year, not even a year and a half, I made it to the second level of the company. And if you would ask me starting, I would have been like, there's no way I'm going to make that. Like, you can tell me that, but that's not going to happen. Like, there's just no way. And it's just, I've had not my hand held, but it's just the support, like Carmen was saying, like just the support and people, like it's amazing. Like I didn't expect all that. And the new friends that I've made, like if you do join this business, you better be ready for that, because you're going to meet a lot of really wonderful people, and they're going to totally light up your life. It's like sparkle. And I'm forever grateful for that in the business. And from what I thought would just be kind of something I'd share, and slowly become what I guess you could have said plan B, and now it's kind of become a plan A, because I work in the oil field and I have for 8 years. And this last year, like most people know, it's really took a downfall. And my company is really starting to feel it in January, and even more so now, to the point that, I'm not sure if we're going to make it. And my paychecks are coming in a lot later, and if it wasn't for Juice Plus kind of bridging that gap in my financial life, I guess, it's just made that, me be able to kind of manage our money and stuff like that, because I do have the business. So I kind of feel like if I keep talking, I'm going to repeat everything Carmen said.
No, you did awesome, Jill. Because so when you were saying, you're at the second from the top of the company where you earn full medical benefits, and amazing, they both kind of alluded to, it's this residual income where it's not like, you have to be going out and getting new customers, and sharing all the time, because this is products that people need for the rest of their lives. And so this is something that quickly becomes, like you say, that residual income that, thank goodness, you have that stability. And I think it's important just to mention, so you've got 3 kids now, and you've been doing this the whole time, working full time.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that, when you're passionate about something, it comes easy. Well, I guess it comes easy. Like, of course the whole road wasn't easy, but it comes easy for sharing. So, when you're passionate about something, you want to be doing it. And so, and any of my free time and things like that, I would try to, grow my business that way. And just in my normal everyday life, like, with your friends, or you're just out meeting, even when you meet people, like it comes up in conversation. And it's so amazing that this product can change lives, and that's also why it's been such a different business that way, and what I've been a part of, because it's no product I've ever done has ever changed lives for, like, physically, right? Maybe just for the pleasure part, I guess, like just have, something they like or whatever. But with Juice Plus, it's the whole healthy living, right? So, I'm kind of trailing off. That's my mom brain coming in. It happens.
Okay, well, I really appreciate it. I feel like, both of these ladies, the reason I asked them on this call is just that they are such amazing women and moms. And I think oftentimes, like, I know for myself, I didn't think I could do both. And maybe that's just me, but I feel like there are a lot of moms out there who, I was a full-time teacher before starting my family, and I loved it, but I didn't think I could be a good mom and a good teacher. You know, I knew that that was somebody else's kids, and I knew I couldn't give 100% of myself, but I wasn't looking for anything. Certainly when I signed up for the discount on my products, I definitely was like, no, thank you. I don't want anything to do with this. But like Carmen and Jill shared, I mean, this is just something that kind of found me. I truly believe that. And it was the people who just believed in me and just kind of allowed me to capture that vision that, you know, why wouldn't I want this for my family? I was willing to make sacrifices to be a stay-at-home mom, but that's because I didn't think I had a choice and that there was something else out there. And what I've learned is this is so much better. You know, you don't have to settle. You can dream again, and you don't have to work that 9 to 5, 40 hours a week for 40 years if that's not something that you want. And I don't know why you would if this is out there, right? It's just like, this is just amazing. And, we're working tonight because we want to. And like Carmen said, sometimes it's coffee dates, or sometimes it's, this video conferencing, or, we travel a lot because we want to and because we love to. We can bring our kids with us. Carmen also mentioned some of these conferences and these professional development things she's gone to that have been paid for. I mean, in the last almost 2 years that I've been with the company, I've been on 3 all expense paid trips, which as a mom, especially in a stay-at-home mom, that's pretty amazing to have a hotel room to yourself for a few days. And then the flip side of it, I brought my son to conference with me in Nashville. It's a family-friendly business that, like you said, you don't have to pick. And I just think that's absolutely awesome. So I find that your paycheck is a direct reflection of the amount of lives that you're changing. And like Jill said, these products really are something that, we're so proud of because they're helping people to become healthier. But then there's that opportunity out there, this Wi-Fi freedom that's just allowing us to work in those stolen moments. So we're still spending that quality time with our kids and being present, like Carmen said, because it's really hard to have that mind space of both. But yeah, unless, there are those very few, month end where you're really kind of trying to focus, but it is just such a lighthearted work that you can intertwine in those moments that fit with your family life, and then open the doors to so much more. Maybe it just starts out with the discount on the product, and then it becomes, a little side income. And like Jill said, maybe it's bridging the gap, and maybe, it's something for myself as a full-time teacher. This has almost replaced my full-time teaching income while being a stay-at-home mom, with medical benefits, a Christmas bonus. I mean, it's just amazing. So honestly, I feel like we could talk all night because we're just so passionate, and we just are so excited about this company and where it's going. And we just need more people on the mission to inspire healthy living. And we're here to help you too. It's not just about signing people up or getting customers. This really is a company with a heart and with a mission that is to inspire healthy living around the world. So, I'm just going to thank everybody because I know it's already getting late here. I really, really, really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please get back to the person who invited you. I'm going to stop the recording.